the dump. They were about to get rid of 30 old dirty mattresses. We'll call them the Dirty 30. And he said, I'll do you guys a favour. I know I sold my share in the business, but what I'm going to do instead, I'll take those mattresses off your hands for free. I'll get rid of them. And he carted 30 mattresses up here and he threw them in the lake. His plan being that they'll become saturated, slowly sink down to the bottom of the lake, and plug up all the entrances to the cast system. Now, we can actually see the kind of cracks in the column range that make up the cast system. It's not big holes, it's tiny little cracks. And there's 17 separate known entrances under here. The Dirty 30, that's more than enough to cover them all. Unfortunately, the one thing he forgot to factor in is the fact that when you get a mattress really wet and it sinks to the bottom, it still lets water pass through it. It didn't work. Instead, what happened was the Dirty 30 ended up under the lake, slowly being grated against all of these rocks here, getting ripped to shreds. And, you know, a few weeks later, people at what is now the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge looked in that little pond that we drove past at the start of our trip and went, why is there foam floating in this pond? And then in the Maleen Canyon, people started finding bed springs. So, very clearly, that idea didn't work. So what happened then was, Parks Canada said, come on, Fred, these days we're going to call what you just did pollution. Clean up your act, get rid of it. Bad news. The easiest way to get 30 mattresses out of here, well, it's a lot harder. You have to come here in the middle of winter when they're dry out of the water, but they're frozen solid. All the moisture within the mattress froze. So now you have a mattress that takes 6 to 8 people to lift, is frozen solid, so heavy, and it won't bend, it won't flex, it's just a big ice block. It's heavy enough that a horse can only carry one at a time, so it took him 30 days to get rid of them. Because it would be, come up here in the morning on horseback, walk down to the lakeshore, find it, slowly haul it back up to the horse trail, load it on a horse and head back down. Only 25 of the original 30 Dirty, or Dirty 30, were originally recovered, because the other 5 had been so disintegrated with the shredding action that they all had been flushed through the cast system. Now this cast system, it brings the water from Medicine Lake, and it makes it reappear in places like Lake Edith, Lake Net, Lac Beauvais, the Maleen Canyon. Everywhere down there, kind of makes sense. Parks Canada wanted to prove that they knew where the water went one day, so they turned the lake